My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Inscryption, Kaycee's mod. We're going to be doing what we said we were going to do in the end of the last episode. We're going to be taking the zero cost deck and turning every single one of these modifiers on. We'll go through them very quickly as well. We're not going to start with the fish hook. We have a smaller backpack. We're not going to have the clover to reroll. The pelts cost more. We're going to have every battle be a totem battle. We're going to have 1 damage on our side of the scales at the start of each fight. We're not going to get rares after each boss. We will get more and stronger enemies in every battle 2 times. We will have all of the cards in our starting deck start with 1 less health, which mercifully won't affect us here. We'll be on a single candle, so we're limited to only 1 life. We also have Waterborne Sigil on our squirrels, so they can't shunt block for us, and the grizzlies are going to appear in every single one of our battles against the 3 bosses, rather. All right. How do you do this? I have a general idea. I think that this is definitely doable. I'm certain it's doable, in fact. But I'm not certain that every run can do it. So there will probably be some losses scattered along here. The kind of thing that would stop us from having to take that many losses would be a field mouse. Being available here early would be a particularly huge pickup for us. That's still empty. Good, that makes sense. I don't know, maybe they added something since I last played the game. Let's see what I can offer you for those pets. Completely lost her voice, apparently. Hair pills? Okay. 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 Field mice. Absolutely hugely on board. Is Red Heart a good killing card? If I have field mice rather, I might be able to flood out my entire board very easily with Gex. In fact, I can immediately put the fecundity symbol into the Gek very, very early on. The Red Heart has damage represented by the amount of sacrifices you made during your most recent turn. However, if I could also get a fecundity symbol for the red... No, okay, that's not good. I would have to have some way to infinitely sacrifice, which is another fecundity symbol that I guess I'm assuming that I'm going to be able to pick up somehow. We do still want a fight closer, which, God, that still might actually be Red Heart at the moment. I'm just not going to be happy about it. So it wasn't, am I going to take Red Heart? That question was ultimately, am I going to be sad about having taken Red Heart? Let's go over to the Sigil Sacrifice and fill our entire deck up with Gek. This is no longer a deck, this is a Gek. I'm going to draw cards from my Gek. And those cards will be the Gek. Hence, or rather, as a result of the fecundity. Yep. I've got to do this as well before they make it harder to do by changing the 1 cost deck, which is very powerful. That's 5 damage represented on board, but I don't know if I have a... I'm going to use the players here. So player warning in 3, 2, 1. Yoink 'em. Hate to do what you got to do, though. Getting a pack rat would be the death of this run. Yeah, we definitely need to be able to look at the individual cards. Unfortunately, we only see 3 here. Huge pickups for us would be, obviously, another field mice would be really good. But in particular, the Magpie is a common card that I would love to get. It has the Hoarder ability, the ability to, whenever you play it, look at a card in your deck and then draw that out. Another Tadpole's not awful. Mantis, though. Yes. We need some way to carry more damage out of the Red Heart. And Mantis, well, someone's gonna need the pronged attack of the Mantis. It might be the Red Heart, but it might not. Take it another. But I do have to do the sacrifice now. All right, Red Heart, you get it. Ideally, this would be a 3-coster, right? It would be, you know, probably not Llama Gaia. That's just a bit slow in terms of its output, for us at least. But Grizzly, Direwolf, Moosebuck even. This'll do though. And this is gonna do like this for a while. There's 7 output. Beauté, beauté. Next time I pick up a 3-cost or a 2-cost in this deck, we're gonna go real pleased with that. 3-cost. Ooh, the mealworm though. Making a meal out of a nice tadpole is pretty good, but the Great White is the 3-cost that I was asking for. It doesn't defend. That's actually a problem with that Great White. We do kind of need our Great Whites to be able to defend us. Or rather, our big cost minions to be able to defend us in some fashion. I'm gonna here take the pliers. I'm not actually doing the action, just taking it now. Yeah, this is the thing. I don't know if I'm gonna want 2 sacrifices over here. I know I have to go to this position first. I do want the blood cost pickup. And I do want to keep the deck as thin as possible because ultimately this deck is, can I draw the Gek? Yes or no? God, maybe I do need to treat it fully like just that. Exclusively. Push a little bit of the old Damgo. And yeah, that's not gonna do it. No! The next space is... God damn it! Oh, the next space is Pack Rat. No, it's not. Never mind, it's fine. But it is Pack Rat now unless I take both left spaces. Okay, we're gonna have a very thin deck, but we're not gonna have... Oh god, I'm gonna have 1 Gek in the deck and be very happy when I draw it and very sad when I don't. Right now, it does look like I'm sacrificing the Tadpole into the Great White. And then something needs to go into the Rabbit? I think I might want a 1-cost here. Oh wow, that should probably go into Great White. So I guess the Rabbit gets the itself upgrade? Weirdness. Just weirdness. As long as the deck is thin enough that I can get the Gek without dying, it'll be fine, right? Right? Oh boy. I don't think this one's gonna work out well. But it's okay. We have more attempts. I'm the angler. You are the fish. Alright, well, we got the Gek. Pretty huge pickup for us. Great White's here too as well. The Great White's not going to be able to block damage from an opposing Grizzly coming down. So Great White attacks the left and right, does 4 damage to each of those Grizzlies. Doesn't do any damage forwards, gets attacked over. And then we lose. Yeah, I'm gonna need to be able to play the... God, can I win? I may have actually completely already lost. The Great White not being able to defend any attacks here. I'm not gonna have enough turns worth of time to just spam down Geks for 12 health of all of the enemies. And if I play the Great White at all, I will lose. Just guaranteed. So I can play the Great White when a line is already empty itself, or when I have 4 damage or more that I can push consistently on the enemy. I do... How many other cards do I even have in this deck? Wait, I think I only have one other card in this deck right now. With the red heart. We can sacrifice 5 blood on an individual turn, get the other red heart out as well. That'd be really good damage against the enemy. Against their board state, but it doesn't save me from dying with the Great White on board. Can I even do this? So I can push 4 damage just with Gex this turn, and then push lethal. And then eventually play the Gex. Yeah, we're just gonna have to play slow. That's it. We just can't put the Great White out yet. Enemy's gonna end up replacing their entire board state at some point with bears. Doesn't really matter what they end up putting out. There you go. Pushing 4 damage. Zap. Bear time. Yeah. As soon as the Great White goes down, I take 4 damage over it. Oh, that's a possibility though. I could sack 3 to put the Great White down. Have a turn's... No, because I want all of the sacrifices to happen in the same turn. So I want the sacrifice and the red heart to be played in the same turn. So I can sacrifice the Great White, I guess, in order to summon out the red heart. That would be sack for 3 blood, then sack for 2. The only problem there is the red heart then is doing 5 damage to the left and right, which is just short of killing a GD grizzly for us. I think we have to go through a few rounds of combat like this. So this is why fecundity is so important for this challenge. If you don't have it, it's very easy to get run out of resources by these. So I think I understand the mechanism by which we would try and win this, I guess. It would be all of the Gex constantly here again. Still. But I don't know how many draws we even have left of that, though. But the Gex take them all down until we get to the second line. And then the second line, we get down to 4 HP, and then we drop the Great White and the Red Heart on the middle 2 spaces and just blow out the entire enemy team. I know that's a reliable, definite way to do this. Can I get there, though? So, for the same reason, by the way, that... For the same reason, no. I mentioned earlier that the Llama guy wouldn't have wanted to be one of our initial pickups. However, in this situation, it'd be incredible. It would be a great closer for us right now. Okay, I'm gonna need like 5 more turns. That's at least 4 represented there. Okay. It has to be 4 health across the board, right? It could be, I guess, 5 for 2 of the targets, but it all needs to be done on the same turn, so it has to be that health. They may actually end up start triggering some starvation on us, but it's possible we still end up winning after that. Oh god, this is... Oh, this is a nasty one. Okay. Gek. 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 And then we go Great White in this position. Another Gek down. Any other... No other sack summons. That makes sense. There wouldn't have been any other sack summons. Sack both of those 2. Another Gek down there. Another Gek down there. so yeah. This turn, we're going to trigger our first starvation. Out of cards? I am sorry. So the Gek is not going to manage to attack forwards. Great White's going to try and attack left. If a card would attack a card bearing the sigil, it does not. And then it'll attack to the right, and then the Gek will attack, and we're going to push 5 damage. We've got this. Just in case, again, I'm going to be using pliers here, just in case the next floor has a bag early on. So 5, 4, 3, 2, yoink! Perfect. We made our way through. I think we easily could have just, early played the Great White and made an awful mistake in that fight. I'm glad we did. Can I see a magpie? Corpse Maggot's not awful. Kingfisher. Guess I'll take the Corpse Maggots. Trying to think where the deck goes from here, and I'm just not seeing it yet. Sheets of icy snow battered your body as you fought your way up to a vantage point. The snow-covered trees jutted out from the landscape like prickly, misplaced teeth. You continued on through the snow line. Getting a totem would not be a bad idea, especially if the totem gives us a benefit for the serpent tribe. Removing a card from the deck also not awful, to be clear though. Lamagaya. I mean, that's the fight closer I was asking for, right? Helps out the red hearts damage as well. The only problem now being that it's, well, a bit tough to make sure that we get that Gek. Every additional card we add to the deck, making that more difficult. Take the Lamagaya there. I think I could actually remove the Corpse Maggots now and be happy about that. Yeah, cards are going to be the absolute bane of this deck if I can't find a Hoarder or something like that to get the Gek more consistently. Perfect. And that pick up for us is going to give us an instantaneous boon. Just a quickie. I would like a Black Goat that we can sacrifice, but I just don't know if that's going to happen this run. That'll do it. Overkill Glory. And then red goes here, and then the red heart goes here. All right, I think we did enough damage. Even with the pricier pelts, we would be able to take some now. Not that I think I will. Absolutely need to see the individual sigils more than the tribe. I would love to get pronged attack for the Lamagaya. Double attack for the Lamagaya is incredible. That's even better. I daren't even have asked for that. And yet, fate provides. I am so glad that I spent an item in the boss fight. We'll take a squirrel so that I can summon a 3-cost with an opening hand even if it doesn't have Gek in. This is the ability to turn down a card possibly, especially if it gives me something with blood-related cost. Or even damage. If we don't draw the Lamagaya, if we don't draw the Great White, none of our board really represents any damage stats actually. Yeah, this is what we wanted to see. And then the Lamagaya over there, and then sack those two for a red heart. And, oh, baby, it's going well. I'm certain there's another battle before there's our next bag. Especially because we only have one candle as well. Consistency is king. So playing a thin deck strategy that has some sort of broken element in it, to me, seems the easiest way to accomplish this. Man, I would love to get additional damage or attempt to use that for removal even on the red heart. Additional damage on the Great White, removal on the red heart probably, if I were doing it that way. 2 cards being offered on that side. No. I have to try and avoid a card here. Bones? Nope. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna have to go for the damage one and hope that we don't draw the Great White. Damn. Idge. Great White. Oh, no! What is this? What is this? The Black Goat. The Black Goat has a loose tail. It's great in that way. This Beehive has Fecundity and it's a 1 blood cost. So it is just gain as many bones as I would like, as well as sacrifice as many units as I would like. For the sake of the Llama Gaia and the Red Heart, I have to take this Beehive. Oh God. Oh, there's a joining space up. There's a joining space up there. I'm not gonna have anyone to join yet. Unless I get from the 3 cost, one of the ones that I already have. Good Lord! The 3 blood worthy sacrifice sigil is available here. We're gonna be taking the serpent head, but my God. Okay. Please, I just need the Gek every fight. Oh my God, that's no Gek for us. Okay. It's fine. I'm gonna use a squirrel. So, warning, 3, 2, 1. Wait, squirrel! It's not I don't need to give you a warning for the squirrel. And then I'm gonna sacrifice enough beehives to get 12 bones, which will then represent 6 damage for the Llama Gaia, so we can just win on turn 1. We also empty out our pack. That'll do it. Get him, Lammy! Could have done that infinitely many times. Don't need to though. God, I would have loved another sack space up there. If I can join cards at this mycologist, I will. He's so happy. Holy hell. This left side actually is now such a ridiculous removal of cards for us. And now it's got enough damage to actually kill a minion as well. Oh, this is so good. Okay, it looks like it wants to increase our damage. I'll say the getting that would be pretty good. No. This is removal. Get out of here. Get the hell out of this deck. You know how many cards I just got rid of there? 3 at the same time at the absolute least, but it's worth noting. The Direwolf Llama Gaia is ultimately going to be our end play, but the Red Heart is instant lethal if I have a Beehive. The Llama Gaia is instant lethal if I have the Beehive in hand. And it removes another card from the deck, giving me the ability to draw the Gek more consistently. I couldn't stand more by that play if I wanted to. It was an 8-4 with pronged, and I desperately wanted it out of the deck. It's also worth noting, the play where it is utilized against the bears, it's an 8, it attacks left, it kills the bear, it pushes 2 damage to the back as well, and then it does the same to the right-hand side. Over it, because it's submerged, a bear attacks us, and then I kill the bear to the left and the right, and then I die to the bear that attacks over us. So it still wasn't a great option, even for that, unless it had 12 damage. Which also, like, if it got 2 damage from that, maybe I try it again in the future and it gets 12 damage, who knows? The once friendly man now beheld you with a steely gaze. Only 1 fight do we have to not draw the Gek in time to lose instantly. So I have an appropriate amount of fear, I feel. Oh boy. It's time for that fight, I guess. I should try and slow play the opening here a little bit, I think. So I could just kill with the red heart right now, right? It'd be relatively trivial. I drop an aqua, I kill that for a beehive, I kill that enough times in order to get at least 6 damage, and then I put down the rabbit next to the beehive, I sacrifice both of them for the red heart attacks to the left from this position, kills with 6 damage, kills the leaping trap, moves over. However, then I need to be able to do infinite sacrifices the next turn, but also the bear is going to be blocking me. So I would then need to be chump blocking for the rest of the field as well. Oh god, these are gonna... They're fledglings. What are they gonna become? Real? Anyhow, ultimately I feel like I'm going to need to put down a beehive to chump block for 1 damage this turn. I take 2 damage, and then we take a draw. Uh-oh. So it levels up actually at the start of its turn, as it turns out. Geck. Thank heck! Holy. Okay. How do I do this? Because I want the red heart to be used for killing 2 enemies in a bit. So, if... I mean, this turn I can just, let's be clear, I can just put down a bunch of Gecks, and that'll hold. And I could do that and hold pattern for a while. I don't understand why I wouldn't do that right now, actually. Okay. Get a couple more of the cards out of the deck. I'm not going to attack against the rabbit at all, of course, here. You can have the more difficult modifier, that's fine. So the llama guy can just get summoned on the right-hand side, and that's just immediately we have it. And that's actually what we do. Right, llama guy goes over there for the 6. I am going to get a couple of beehives down. Try and increase that llama guy as high as it needs to be. Just gets to 9. Beauty. So the llama guy attacks over the top for 9. I should actually also just take these bones. Yeah, just in case. Llama guy attacks over the top for 11. The enemy's board is cleared. They get a bunch of bears down on the fields. And then all I have to do is do a bunch of sacrifices next turn, as well as put the red heart down. The red heart in this position attacks to the left and to the right. When attacking to the right, it kills the bear in that position, and then Llama Gyro attacks over the top for lethal. Second boss down. This might actually be a lot easier than I thought. Okay. I mean, we did get fecundity off the bat, and I called my, my shot on fecundity being wild. So we're gonna go direwolf over there. just trying to get as many powerful units on the board as possible. Red Heart goes here. Gek, and then we're just going beehive, beehive, beehive. I mean, I want the Red Heart to kill both Grizzlies in each line. So all 4 of them. That'll do it. That's just mean. That's just cruel. No one needed to do that. Yeah, they get so bashful after you kill them when they've played out the Grizzlies. Another Llama Gyre and another Direwolf. Wow. I think the second Llama Gyre is better for us because it is more of a win condition by itself right now. And also, maybe I put the Direwolf into the first Llama Gyre and then something else in the second one and join them together. I would love to do that. Okay, we haven't really got many joining spaces yet. Pine needles crunch beneath your feet. You drew in a breath of fresh scented air. You were embraced by the woodlands. I think I used an item that fights. There's the mantis if I want to do the Llama Gyre, doing attack to the left, attack to the right, attack forward. I mean, because I've got another Direwolf, I think I can. Also, I do have to take a card here. Wiping the enemy's sigils is decently useful in terms of this challenge. Do I want the 2 Llama Gyre to just join, get 8 health? 8 health isn't bad. It just then becomes a problem that I've got extra cards in the deck. But it's, you know, I've seen what appears to be like the bottom third of the map right now, and I haven't seen a single sigil sacrifice space. And if I don't see another one at all, then I'm going to be really sad if I don't use this to join the Llama Gyres. So ultimately, it comes down to do I want to choose between 3 cards here? Well, actually, here I can choose between 3 cards. Here, I can possibly fail and not get any cards, or I can choose between 3 cards and they have sigils in, which would make them more useful as joiners. So I think I'll actually end up going to the Beast Challenge over here. Love it. That's a lethal on turn 1 for us. Wait, there wasn't. No, there wasn't. There wasn't. I was certain there wasn't a bag in the near future that I was going to have to deal with. I scanned for it. Thorns. Thorns. Oh, no. Oh, no. I missed out on all my bones. There's a sigil sacrifice space for us. I mean, I have to join the Llama Guys here. I have no choice now. But am I sad about it? If I am, someone better tell my face, because I don't seem it. We can go to a shop in order not to take a card and then jump back here. We've also got battles at the very top, so I know that I don't have to use an item in this fight. Come on. Don't fail me now. Turn 1 draws. There we go. We got failed. Yeah, we're gonna need to be able to push damage early against this enemy, because that's 4 damage they're representing pushing on their own field right there. What I'm thinking right now is like rabbit sacrifices for mantis, and then squirrel, mantis, and aqua sacrifice for the Llama Gyre, and then the Llama Gyre is dealing 2 damage to the enemy. And then the wolf attempts to deal 2 damage back, or 3 damage back, and then gets blocked by the Llama Gyre, who then attacks over the top. The Llama Gyre can survive 2 hits from the enemy there. Honestly, it's probably the best idea. I'm gonna need to block that wolf if I want to ever possibly win here. Great. That's so good. Absolutely huge. Doesn't manage to net us the kill, however, we lose some units. Oh, well, that'll settle it then, I guess. Yeah, that was a rough battle. That's exactly the kind of battle that could just instantly kill us. If we didn't draw the Gek on that turn, may have well done. This is why I'm so keen on keeping the deck as thin as possible. Cards will kill us. I mean, I would have taken another Gek, but it's hard to get a rare card. Oh, that's another sigil sack. Nice. Okay, the direwolf absolutely has to go into the llama guy here. There's a card pickup and a sigil sack, so we can just join the mantis and whatever we happen to get out of it. And then we can even attempt to remove that card afterwards. Ooh, that feels good. I would like to finish off a totem. Might have made it way too late to be able to do that, especially for one that's worth having. Oh, I still push 1 damage this turn. I was about to say, oh, like we're magnificently not pushing any. Wait, we are not pushing any damage that turn. Oh god. No, I've got the red heart, and we have the beehive. Okay, we are fine. Whew. Yikes. Red heart, go there, and then go for every beehive that we need for it. Already over the top. That'll get it done. Okay. One last boss. And they are very nearby. Cool. Boy. I guess it's the... My brain is blown up. I guess it's the snapper? It has the serpent sigil and a decent amount of HP. So the mantis now goes into the snapper, and then we try and upgrade this. If it gets more HP, I hope it gets removed. If it doesn't get more HP, then it gets more damage, and then it's a fine-ish minion, I guess. It's definitely the least valuable by far. Please remove it. Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my... So wait, do we have 5 cards in this deck. We draw 3 of them on turn 1. I guess if I draw every card except for the Gek, then I have trouble. But if I draw every card except for the Gek, then I have a rabbit, I have the squirrel that you start in your base hand, and I have the beehive, and I have the red heart, which means that I have the ability to generate infinite damage in 2 different lines. At will. I want to be very, very clear here. There is a 7-minute episode that I attempted to record before this, where I had 1 failure on the first floor, and then I felt like my commentary was a little bit flubbing, so I was like, okay, I'll record another one. This is not my very first attempt at doing this. It's damn close. Gold, I can smell it. Again, I am going to want to slow play the opening here to try and draw out an instantaneous kill from the deck. The enemies having thorns is a little bit annoying because it does mean they can kill my Gex as my Gex attack, making my everything less efficient. But that said, I don't even need to attack with the Gex there. I can put down a beehive and get another bee in hand. That's the way we deal with them. And we just absolutely have lethal. Honestly, it's how do we want to do it? We'll put down 2 Gek. I can summon the Llama Gaia over here. The enemy isn't even going to clear the field. They skip doing that battle phase when this happens. And then I can paint over the enemy if I want to be able to just immediately jump through all of their stuff. However, I wouldn't even need to, as long as I get 6 damage on it. So as long as I do a couple more beehive sacrifices, then the Llama Gaia is already going to be able to kill just because of the double strike, which was something that I talked about like literally at the very start of the episode, at the very top, was the idea of trying to get a unit with double attack that could kill a grizzly and then deal the lethal damage over the top of it. I don't think anything can stop us now. This is the power of the thin deck. It's not always gonna work, but when it does, oh boy. We can't actually really do anything with any of these. So what we're gonna want is probably corpse maggots, so that it just gives us an extra bone when we're doing sacrifice stuff. Well, not sacrifice stuff, when, you know, when the enemy kills one of my units. It specifically doesn't happen when sacrifices occur. I'm gonna try and finish off the totem and see if all of our serpents become sick now. 3 blood from sacrificing each serpent. I actually want to sacrifice more things for the sake of the red heart, as well as for the sake of getting more bones for the Llama Gaia. So that's way less efficient for us, as it actually turns out. Making them able to go underwater would prevent the Gek from being able to block. Strategically, I have to choose not to finish a totem here. Good God. This will be your final test. Thank you, Muchly. Another flame. Okay. I'm gonna open with, I guess, Beehive that gets attacked by Amalgam here, right? It's Aqua Squirrel into Beehive. While I still have a unit on board, I'm gonna try and stack up some bones. As long as I have the Llama Gaia, I guess capable of doing 6 damage twice so that it could kill the Mole Man, then I'm pretty happy already. So we're 12, that was already 6, okay, we're fine. Thank you. We have here, we have 5, 5, 5, and 1, so we have 16, which means if I play the corpse maggots, this is only going to be attacking for 5 apiece. However, if it attacks over the top of the amalgam, then the Mole Man can't block the initial damage. So we can use the rabbit, the bee, and the corpse maggot in order to get out with 11, so 5 damage 2 times, Llama Gaia over the top of the left. My God. Oh. Never mind, we also do just have the ability to up the amount of them, making the corpse maggots effectively just free. It costs my time. Perfect. Now, because this triggers the phase change, the Prospector's attack is not going to go off right now. However, if I can't kill the enemy by the end of this round, then I'm gonna have the same thing happen again. Never mind, we got him. So now he loses that. I still have a trick up my sleeve. Oh yes, it still works just fine. Gek was the bottom card of the deck for the final fight. It tried to make it as difficult on me as it possibly could. I don't even know how many times I want to do this. I mean, this is the highest difficulty thing that exists in this game right now. Every challenge, obviously, unless I chose to play in a different way, like use a different base deck or, you know, change my playstyle or something like that, but no, this feels correct. Our Llama Gaia now does 40 damage, which is the same as the health of the moon. And then I'm gonna completely attack over the top of the moon. Bye, bud. Actually, wait, I can kill the enemy without killing the moon, if I do it that way. But, I want to kill the enemy without killing the moon. Otherwise, I could put the red heart down and it would have a lot of damage right now. But I do think I prefer this. The ultimate disrespect. 12 misplays, yeah, 12 misplays, yeah. 12, I know it's random, but it still hurts for the moment. Holy hell. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Inscryption Kaycee's mod. There's a series playlist up in that top left for all my content on this game, past, present, and future. Down below is the YouTube recommendation for what it thinks you should watch next, and streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays out above the $10 tier. And a special thanks this episode to Yannick. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.